Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I've got some really exciting stuff to open. I know I say that every time, but I haven't had a pretty expensive purchase in a while, and I'm kind of angling my camera a little bit differently, so bear with me. Let me get this set up. Let's move these back a little bit. Just a little background art for you guys. So I've got some cards that I opened up already to show off, and then I've got some pretty big purchases to show off as well. So first thing is first, I bought another Exodia set. This is actually a few cards. So these are all damaged condition. They look between moderately played to played. So I paid $11 for this. It's effectively almost an entire LOB set, and then a Duelist League common set. The Duelist League common set honestly looks a little bit better than played, but I mean the LOB, you can see this crease pretty severe creases here, but you know, for a played set for $11 shipped, I mean that seems like a good deal. I mean, if anything, you can play them in a duel if you're doing sealed play or draft play or anything like that. So the next thing I got was a Beaskull Dragon, Asian English, very light play, near mint. I paid $18 for this. Asian English cards are interesting because they're English, but the only difference is on the back of the card, it doesn't show the normal Konami logo. It shows that. But the front looks just like a standard Metal Raiders card. And this actually has some, like, I don't know, misprint there. So that's always interesting. The only difference is that back logo is different, and that causes the card to be worth significantly less than a North American English card, which I've always thought is interesting. So the next card here is a card that is very new, but it's a card that I think is super cool, and I keep buying them because I like them, and that is the Dark Burning Magic. And there's another one, it's like Dark Magic, it's not Dark Magic Attack, it's the other one. What is it? I don't know. Dark Burning Magic or something. But these cards look really nice. They come in secret rare. There's some kind of promo. I don't really know. But you can get these for like $4. So anytime I see one for a little bit cheaper than that, I'll pick it up. And this thing is in gem mint condition. It'll probably go get graded. So we'll sleeve it up properly. Yeah. Really cool card. I love that card. It looks great. Happy to have it. This was a cipher. Let me look at this really fast. I wasn't sure if the surface is good. The back has some dings. Okay, so that's no good. Alright, on to the cool stuff. So I've got two pretty big purchases here. Haven't had a big purchase in a while. So the first one here is in this gray envelope. Thought I had scissors here. Do I not? Really? Oh, that's unfortunate. I feel like this happens every time. I need to have like 5 pairs of scissors so I don't... I need like 5 pairs of scissors so I don't have to keep going back and forth. But anyways, excited for these cards. So the first card here is again a very new card. Talk about why I bought it. It's questionable. I had to think about it for a while, but then eventually I just pulled the trigger. I bought this Foretress Whale. So this is a Speed Duels card, as you can see right there. Let me get this out of the sleeve here so we can have a proper look. It looks very good. So Speed Duels is something, if you don't know, that's kind of a new thing. It's kind of like bare bones, quicker standard play. There's no exceeds and synchros yet. And the rules are a little bit different. There's like character cards. So it's something that hasn't really fully caught on yet, but from what I've heard, people seem to enjoy it. And so this card is this is a tournament pack card. It's hard to see, but it says STP2. So Speed Duels or something, I don't know, Speed Tournament Pack, whatever. Ultra rare. Really good shape. Man, that's a good gem mint. Absolutely gem mint. So the reason I bought this is because, number one, it's a tournament pack card. Tournament pack cards have historically been very expensive cards. I mean, you look at the original tournament pack cards, and then they eventually turned into champion pack, and what was the other one? I don't even know. There's all kinds of different variation, and the cards are very expensive because the only way you get them is in those packs. Usually there's something special about them, different rarity. Nowadays they come in Ultimate Rare, and that's the only place you can get Ultimate Rares is from these not Turbo Pack, what do they call them now? OTS Pack. And they've always been expensive. I mean, you look at the price of like Needleworm and Mechanical Chaser and all those cards, especially graded. I mean, they're worth a ton of money. They sell for crazy money. So I picked this up for $80. The last one sold for about $100. And if you don't know, the Foretress Whale, I have one graded around here somewhere. I don't know where it is, but Foretress Whale came out as a super rare card in Tournament Pack 7, and that card graded 10 is worth at least $1,000. So I kind of was looking forward to the future here, and where these tournament speed duels kind of picks up and people start to collect the tournament pack cards. And I mean, now's a great time to pick them up because they're freshly pulled and they're not going to be damaged. They're going to be in really good condition. So now's a great time to pick it up, and they're pretty cheap because not really many people are looking at speed duels. People are looking at the old school sets, GX, etc. So this is another package. This is one card in this box here, and I'm super excited to have one. I've never owned one. As you can tell by the title, it's a Retro Pack card. So Retro Pack 2 is pretty infamous. Retro Pack 1 is even more infamous. I'm not going to even bother with Retro Pack 1. That stuff's so hard to find. And when you find it, it's like super, super expensive. I don't really want to throw all my money at one place, so I'm kind of going to stay away from Retro Pack 1. But Retro Pack 2 is still relatively inexpensive. Look at this packaging. Beautiful. Retro Pack 2 is relatively inexpensive. It has things like Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. There's a bunch of secrets. It's got a really cool looking Harpy's Pet Dragon, which is surprisingly still pretty cheap. But a card that is kind of hard to find and is gotten really expensive is this Dragon Master Knight Secret Rare from Retro Pack 2. These things used to be like under $100. Now they're like $200, $250 plus. So I paid $250 for this. I believe it was premium priced, but it looked super, super clean. I'm not completely sure that it'll get a PSA 10. I think that's okay because I want to send it to BGS. I send my cards that I intend to keep for an extended period of time to BGS because I just like the way that they grade their cards. I love the subgrade categories. I think I've had a video and I talk about it, but here it is. Let's take a look at it, if this camera can focus. Hello? Maybe? This camera sucks sometimes at focusing. It's want to focus over here for some reason. Alright. Let's be super careful with it. Alright, so from the pictures, it looked amazing. I mean, pretty much gem mint. The front looks great. Wow. And the back looks perfect too. So, This is going off to BGS. I think it has a solid shot at a BGS 9.5. The centering is not perfect, but it's very close. Top to bottom is a little bit off. I think surface, corners, and edges are easily 9.5s. So we'll see. I'm really pleased. I'm honestly a little bit surprised on how good of a condition this card is in. I just saw it and it had like a couple hours left. Asked the guy for some pictures. Didn't really think I would buy it because, you know, people usually don't respond quick enough. But the guy responded with extra pictures. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's pull the trigger. Let's buy it. Yeah, and I got lucky. That's the thing with buying raw cards is you can get tons of pictures, but it's the easiest thing to see when you can see it in person. So really cool pickups. I mean, these were expensive buys. This was $250 and this was $80. So I mean, it's over $300 in 2 cards, which is a lot of money, which is a lot more than I usually do. But you know, this time I got lucky and it worked out. So sorry guys for the extended video, but you know, I like to ramble on these things and talk about it. So that's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you enjoy, and hope you enjoy my kind of reasoning, predictions, speculation. Yeah, that's all I've got today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.